Alrighty. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hey, everybody. I am Kelvin Troy Johnson, and welcome to the show, Love Coach Sessions Live. We're here, and today we got a good conversation going. We're talking about proposals. We're talking about proposals. We're going to get into it today. We're going to talk about it. The question is if if a man proposes and she says no, is the relationship over? If a man proposes and a woman says no, is the relationship over? I want to hear all of your comments. I want to hear all your thoughts. Drop them in the chat box there. It's wide open for you. And if you could check this out on the replay, please hit that subscribe button, then hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. All right. So let's get into it, you guys. I happened to see a meme around about this. A man was on his knees and he was ready. He poured out. He was pouring out his heart. You know, you could just see somebody pouring their heart out. He was pouring his heart out, and he was talking about how he felt about the woman. And you are my everything, Martha. Martha, you are my everything. And I wouldn't be able to breathe without you. I don't know where my heart would just burst if you weren't in my life. So, Martha, let me ask you one question. Will you be my wife? Will you marry me? Now, if the woman, and in the picture, the woman is standing there looking like, could have had a V8. Like she was just chilling, right? So the question is, if she turns him down, is the relationship over? Okay. So there's a couple of ways of thinking about this, you guys. You think about it. If they have been in a relationship for a while, right? Going on, a couple years, you've been together. To me, I always think that a person should know, a man should already know if a woman's going to say yes. Okay. Like there should have been some kind of conversations. There should have been some thoughts. There should have been some things thrown out there to see if this was going to be something good to do. Right. Hey, Carla, thank you so much for jumping in. LV, what's going on? So, to just out of the clear blue sky decide, you know what? Today, I'm going to ask her to marry me. Seems weird. Right? After you've been with somebody for a while. Now, I know personally I know somebody who got married and they knew each other 1 week. They got married. The guy, he was in the Navy. He was going out to sea, and I think it was 2 weeks actually. He was going out to sea in 2 weeks. Met this girl before he was going out to sea. He said, "Listen to this. I got my orders. I got my situation going on, and they have already told me that I'm gone, and I can pretty much tell you, if you don't marry me right now, we'll probably never see each other again." Right? So she really liked the guy and she decided, I'm going to marry you. And she got on the boat and she went on wherever they was going. Right? I believe so anyway. But but in this kind of situation, you guys, a man proposes, right? So there's some thought, right? He watched all the shows. He checked it out. He went to Jared K Jewelers. They all said, look, you need a ring. Around Valentine's Day, they got the brothers on the hook, right? They said, if you want that woman, you have got to produce the ring that she loves, is going to wow her, right? So my man, he's been doing ring shopping. Probably been poking around to her friends and asking her friends, hinting around to her friends about what she likes, what she doesn't like, puts all that time in to thinking about having this woman as his wife. Now, as a side note, you guys, half the time people put more time into thinking about the wedding than they do the marriage. There's a lot of people who want to get married, but they don't want to be married, right? Like they want to have a wedding, but they don't want to. There's not much. I don't know. Have you ever seen a fairy tale about the day after the wedding? Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen a fairy tale. I've never seen Disney, Cinderella, or any of those shows show you what happens the day after you say I do. Right? Oh, they whisk away to an exotic island for a week or 2 weeks or whatever it is, a week, couple days. But then they come back home. And you might see somebody walking, carrying them over the threshold into the house and all that sort of thing. But guess what? That's the end of the story. But anybody who's been married knows that that is the beginning of the story. That's not the end of the story. And so I think it's interesting that to have this topic. So if a man proposes and she says no, now the question is, why would she say no? Why would a woman say no? You guys drop your comments down below and tell me why would a woman say no? Why would you say no to a marriage proposal? Would you say no? Now you guys have seen these proposals. They've seen them. The person gathers a whole crowd of people, gets the parents, everybody's there because everybody wants to see it, and everybody got their cameras out, right? If somebody surprised you, let's say this is for a woman that's listening. If somebody surprised you with a proposal, would you feel the pressure to say yes, even if you didn't quite feel that it was right? Now, a lot of people do it. Actually, a lot of people, you'd be surprised, a lot of people say yes on the spot at the moment. And then when they get back to the house, they say, you know what? I'm not doing it. And they don't go through with it. Right? Hey, Demetria, thank you so much for popping in. So, would you do it? Okay. Now, would you say yes? Somebody, a guy you're seeing, a guy you're involved with, he proposes, and you say, would you ever say yes in public if you really didn't see it happening? Would you ever just say yes to save face? Like there's a crowd of people watching, and there's people got cameras, and y'all know them videos they looking for them videos to go viral. So if you said no, it would be embarrassing. It'd be embarrassing to him. It'd be embarrassing to you. Everybody who's watching would be embarrassed. So would you just say yes just to save face? All right, like we got some comments going on. Let me see what LV said. If she says no, I believe chances are the relationship was over or heading that way anyway. There are so many different ways to look at this. You may be my right now, just not my forever. Good point. Good point. And there's a lot of different ways of seeing this. Now, somebody might say that if she says no, then there's a reason for it, right? Maybe there's something in the relationship that it's not quite right. They're not in line yet. Things are not in alignment yet, right? Maybe the finances aren't right. And anybody who knows that somebody getting married, your money has got to be right. or that will be the thing that will be the conflict that ends up having y'all break up in 6 months. Okay, so maybe if there's something, if the person describes, they say, listen, I'm not ready to marry you until we take care of X, Y, and Z. I'm not ready to marry you until we take care of X, Y, and Z. Maybe that's it. Maybe, and then once the person attends to those things and they take care of those things, then she can say yes. But I can tell you this from the jump, that's an extreme case, right? Because I'm thinking anybody that you ask to marry you, the answer has to be yes. And if the answer is anything but yes, the relationship has to be over. How can you go on? Like now, okay, that's a good question. How can you go on? If you never had any intention on getting married, there's some people who have no intention on getting married, right? They are cool with their man. And you got your man and you got your woman, and they are happy as they can be. And marriage isn't what they are striving for. And if that's you, hey, that's you. Fine. I hope it all works out. So that's a reason that somebody might say no, because they say, oh, wait a minute. We said we were not interested in marriage. So why are you now proposing to me? So that's a reason to say no. All right. LV said marriage, just like the kids, is in my opinion, there is never a right time, but security is definitely a determining factor. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You got to have the money. You have to have the situation right. But at the same time, you don't necessarily have to have the situation right to say yes. The question is the man right? Is the man right? And generally, you guys, for women, if the man is right, they will marry the man. For men, the situation has to be right first, and then they choose the woman from the situation. So what people often ask, like, how do you know if a man is ready to get married? How do you know if he really wants to get married? If he's in the position to get married, right? In general, men have to have the position right. They have to have the environment right. They have to have the things in order that they want in order. And then they'll choose the woman who's in their life at the time that their situation is in order. They'll choose the situation, then the woman. Women choose the man first and then the situation, because they know if they got the right man, they're going to have the right situation. Okay. So that's one of the differences that come into play with this sort of thing. And it matters. Listen, the last thing you want to do is, fellas, if there's a guy that's watching this, the last thing you want to do is marry somebody who doesn't want to marry you. If she says, no, I don't want to marry you, you have to break up with her. Look, you have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If she says, I don't want to marry you. Now, if she says, I'm not ready quite yet, we're not ready quite yet, then we might consider it. But if not, can't do it, you're going to have to let her go. And I know it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. But it's better for you to let her go and find somebody who does want to get married. Because trust me, there are plenty of women. Listen, there are plenty of women who are at marriage age and in the state of their life that they're ready for a husband, and they will not say no. But on the other hand, if there's a lady in this situation, right, I'm going to tell you this. If you feel the answer should be no, the answer is no. Do not lead somebody on hoping that they change, dreaming that one day they're going to change, because it's not going to happen. And you will be disappointed, because there is somebody who's going to be just right for you that you'll have to wave off because you chose somebody who was not right for you. Does that make sense? Look, don't choose somebody who's not right for you just to save face, or just to make your mama happy. Oh, your mama's like, finally, Finally, she's getting married. Oh, finally. Thank you, God. No, you can't do it for anybody else because guess who? Guess what? At the end of the day, it's you in that situation by yourself. You and that other person, and that's it. So you can't allow anybody to do a put some kind of conditions on you. You know, tell you either we get married by December 25th or it's over. I heard my boy, shout out to Mr. Lucario in our clubhouse room today. My man said, "Look, somebody give you an ultimatum. Tell them, you know what? We're not waiting till December 25th. We breaking up right now. This is our last day together." Because then the person is moving under the stress of relationship, under the stress, under duress. They're saying yes under duress. And the last thing you want is somebody to say yes to you for a lifetime commitment under duress, right? It's got to be their decision because they're going to have to sleep in, they're going to sleep in that bed that they made. And you can't have a situation where somebody is halfway committed or halfway in, or I don't know. I don't know. No, you can't be in that situation. The person has to know. You have to know. And if you don't know, then that's a problem. That is a problem. So, you guys, I want y'all to, I want to hear your feedback on this. If a man proposes and she says no, is the relationship over? My answer is maybe. Maybe the relationship is over. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But it depends on what comes next. But I'm encouraging you to live your life. If you're the man who asks and you get turned down, live your life. If she says I don't want to marry you, you say goodbye and go live your life. Lady, if you have to tell somebody I don't want to marry you, say goodbye to him and go live your life. I'm telling you, life is short and unpredictable. Life is short and unpredictable. You don't know what's coming next. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what happens in the future. So you have to plan for you. And you have to look, you got to seek peace, seek happiness, and pursue it. And make sure you are going to be happy in the situation that you choose. And not be in it because someone else you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Guess what will hurt somebody's feelings even more? Wasting their time. You want to talk about hurt feelings? There's nothing that hurts their person's feelings more than wasting their time. So don't waste their time and don't waste your time. LV said, rejection is a hard pill to swallow. Yes, it is. I don't know many people who can accept it and continue in a relationship as if it never happened. That is the truth. It's the truth. I don't know that many people that could just bounce back after you got a crowd of people standing around with their cell phones open and you on one knee and you went and bought the ring and everything. And she says, I don't want to marry you. It's like, well, what are you here for then? You should not be hanging around somebody who don't want to marry you. And listen, you guys, this is a big thing because I know plenty of men who have women in their lives and they said, I ain't never getting married. Right now, somehow in the back of those women's minds, they have it in their minds that I'm going to change his mind. He's going to change his mind one day. Right. They'll say, then she ends up pregnant. Oh, I know he's going to change his mind now because he don't want to have no kids out of wedlock. Boom. You go and have the baby and he's happy to have a baby. but you still don't have a ring. You do it again, still don't have a ring. Next thing you know, you up to 4 kids and you still don't have a husband. And I'm telling you, so don't play that game. If the person doesn't see you as marriage material, it's time to move on. Did you hear what I said? If the person doesn't see you as marriage material, it's time to move on. There's nothing else. That is if you understand and you desire to be married. If they don't see you as the mother of their children, ladies, he don't see you as the mother of his children. He don't see you as somebody who he can't live without. Look, I'm telling you, before you say yes, it's this guy needs to really truly and deeply be in love with you. Not like, okay, not like Martin. Okay, Gina, I'll marry you. Dang, Gina. And she took that, was like, oh, no, and she moved on. As she should. Nobody should say, okay. You shouldn't have to talk somebody into loving you. I wonder if anybody's listening. You shouldn't have to talk somebody into caring about you. It's either they care about you or they don't. It's either they love you or they don't. Either they want you in their life for the long term or they don't. We make this thing more complicated than it has to be. Either they want you or they do not want you. And if they want you, they have to show that they want you. They have to take the steps that make it obvious that they want you. But if they don't want you, you have to face facts. LV said that hard pill to swallow, you're going to have to swallow the hard pill. But it's better for you to swallow that hard pill now and let it go down, digest, and go live your life than to be choking on that pill for the rest of your life. Yes. and life is long and short. We say life is short and life is long. Which one you going to get? I tell you what, I suggest that you get the life that's long for you, for your life, and that a life that you can actually enjoy and enjoy it to the fullest. So good stuff, you guys. I want to hear more of you guys, more of your thoughts on these topics and these subjects here. And if you have a topic, you guys, if you want me to cover a topic, hit me up on the email right there. lovecoachatlanta@gmail.com is the email that you could send your thoughts in, send your video in. If there's a video that I should cover, I should give a reaction to, hit me up and I will be glad to do that as well. And you guys, we have the mini course, I got a live. I'm actually doing the live course for this next Thursday. Next Thursday, I want you guys to be in the house on this. Next Thursday, I'm doing the live course, and it's going to be a fun time. So you will get notified about it. Just go to findingtheone.club is the site that will take you where you need to go and let you know about the live talk. Finding the One Live is next Thursday. So I want you guys to be a part of that. I would love for you to be here and to be with me through that whole thing. So it's going to be fun, a good time. It's going to be an interesting time. And, it's going to be informative. So I want you guys to be a part of that. And let's do life together. I think this is the best way to do it. So, all right, you guys, till next time. Thank you so much for coming through. Till next time, peace and love. Bye.